Yes, we're back. Proficiency exam, Nevada Virtual Academy. Looking here, we have trees and hawks and outdoors and mice and rats and whatever that small thing over there is. Let's find how to better answer a problem like this on the proficiency exam. Use the diagram below to answer the question. A hawk sitting on a tree branch spots a mouse on the ground 15 feet from the base of the tree. The hawk swoops down toward the mouse at an angle of 30 degrees. What is the distance from the tree branch to the mouse? Okay, well, what can we do in here, right? How do we know the distance from where your hawk is situated, right? The red hawk to your, let's say, orange mouse. How can we find that? Well, many of you remember, um, you know, the guy with the shirt with the number 90. Okay, what's this guy's name? Anybody? This guy's name is Pythagoras. He always plays number 90. Why? Because we're talking about a right triangle. Okay, we have a right triangle in here. Your tree makes a right angle with the surface of the earth, and it's also given to you right there. I know that one angle inside this right triangle is 30 degrees, and do you guys remember that in every triangle the sum of the angles is always 180, which makes this angle here 60. This is nothing but a special right triangle. Special right triangle. Like me, because I'm special too. Okay? In a special right triangle, if I know that this side here is A, and I'm talking about the shorter leg, the shorter sides, the ones that opposes the 30-degree angle, that automatically will tell me that the longest side, which is your hypotenuse, will be double of that, will be 2 times A. And I will also know that this side here will be A square root 3. Okay? Do you guys remember basic trigonometric functions? Sine of, let's say, this angle, let's make it A. Sine of that angle A, sine A, will equal to the opposite side over hypotenuse, right? Well, in this case, the opposite side, it looks like my pen is frozen. The opposite side, we call it, and we label it A, and the hypotenuse will be, if you want any number, x if you want to call it x. And now if you plug in your sine of A is what? 30 degrees equals A over x. But can you guys recall from one of your previous geometry or algebra classes or trigonometry classes that sine of 30 degrees is actually 1 over 2. Now, how can you find x? Well, you can use this proportion here and go with the products, with your diagonal products, right? The cross products. 2 times a equals x, right? So this tells you that your hypotenuse in here will be 2a. So getting back to my problem, what we said, if this is a special right triangle with the 30, 60, 90 angles, if this one is 15, the longest side is going to be 2 times 15, right? So what is the answer here? You've got it. The distance that your hawk has to swoop, right? The distance from the tree branch to the mouse is nothing else but 30 feet. And that's the answer to this problem. Problem number 7. And there are many ways to solve this problem. But like I said, you either remember about special right triangles, or you will recall, basic trigonometric functions. Whenever you have a right triangle, you can use the basic trigonometric function, sine, cosine, tangent, and so on. All right, this is it. Please remember always our friend Pythagoras, right? Number 90 on its shirt. And he plays whatever you want him to play. Baseball, basketball, football, tennis, I don't know. Thank you guys, we're done.